Hello, and welcome back to Wild and Unrooted.
This week has been a wild one. We've been out riding horses, wrapping up our land clearing project thanks to a local company for donating an excavator, even relocated the outhouse. Big news, our shower house is finally up and running.
Definitely come with a better system to
And honestly, I cannot remember the last time I had a proper shower. Meanwhile, Brendon and Ander are off on a boys trip down south to pick up the last of our stuff.
We kind of broke down
The fifth wheel. And don't miss the surprise we have waiting for you at the end. You're gonna want to stick around for this one.
If you're new here, I'm Shelby. This is my partner in adventure, Brendon. Together, we are on this epic journey with our two incredible kids, Ander and Azalea, as we transform our slice of paradise in the breathtaking Yukon territories. We are turning 2.5 acres of untamed land into our very own off-grid oasis, one wild project at a time. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more adventures, and drop us a comment telling us where you're tuning in from.
The kids and Brendon are gonna go for a side-by-side, and I'm gonna take some horsepower.
Now, we shall go follow the mama. Turn it, turn it, turn it. Good job. Turn their steering wheel the other way. Yeah, go, keep going, all the way. Hard, hard, turn, 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 turn. Turn, 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 more. Keep going as hard as you can, Ander, fast as you can. Fast as you can so you don't run over your bike. Keep going, go, 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 go. Good job. Keep going, turn, 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 turn. Turn, keep going. Keep going, turn hard. Good job. We got horses running around here.
Oh, I know, I can see it.
We're cooking a bit of breakfast this morning before we head back out fire, and it's getting a little smoke in here, so Shelby's gonna turn the off-grid fan on in the kitchen. What's going on, guys? It is extremely windy today, but we got something special. A local contractor called Yukon Hillbilly Services has kindly donated an excavator for us to use to get rid of all these stumps. So huge shout out to them. Everything seems to be working great, so I'm gonna jump in there with Ander and we're gonna pull all these stumps out.
Wait until you get the bucket down, okay?
He was only an ordinary man, but he did an extra. Only an ordinary man, but he did an extra. And but he did an extra. And but he did it. And but he did it. And but he did it. He was only an ordinary man, but he did an extra. Only an ordinary man, but he did an extra. And but he did an extra. And but he did an extra. And but he
We are finally getting this clearing project wrapped up. Once it's all opened up, we'll use this extra space for trailer parking and to make it way easier to get vehicles in and out. Every little improvement like this makes a huge difference out here.
Extra.
The hoe started to overheat. I called the owner of the hoe and he says it's pretty normal, the rad's really dirty. I don't have a strong enough air compressor to clean the rad. He said just let it cool off for 5 or 10 minutes and you're good for another like 25-30 minutes of running it, and just keep it on the heat gauge. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let her sit for a bit. The wind is starting to pick up, which kind of sucks, but the fire has substantially shrunk since we lit it this morning. So it's looking like we're making some good progress. So we gotta move this sled out of the way. Got it strapped up on the skis here. We're gonna drag it up beside our other snowmobile, and we're gonna start cleaning up this corner here. We got a bunch of deadfall and stuff. We'd like to drag that Seacan in there, so we're gonna get after it.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
Time to move the Seacan. We're shifting it into a tighter spot next to the cabin to clean things up a bit. Right now, it's just sitting out in the middle of nowhere. The tricky part though is it is fully loaded with all of our stuff, so it's super heavy. We are not totally sure this mini hoe is up for the job, but we're gonna give it a shot.
We almost got her squared up in the cabin there. Just a bit more tweaking. I want to have a bit of space just for the snowfall so there's not a big pile there. Shelby wanted me to move the outhouse. A little difficult to move an outhouse without forks, but I got some straps set up. This is the contraption I got going on now, and I gotta swing it and bring it to the hole that I just dug. So we'll see how this goes. It's working. It's working.
The outhouse is finally in its new spot, much closer to the cabin now. This is gonna make potty training with Anders so much easier, especially in those chilly mornings.
Got the feeling in your bones, make you feel right at home. Honey, does it well, keep me dancing till I'm dead. 'Cause I could run a mile like this, that overheat feels like this. The sun has got me on my side.
All right, good morning guys. Today we are going to get the shower house in order. Anders a little upset. Oh, now Azalea's going. Oh, she tipped over. Baby down. So today we're gonna listen to babies cry. We're gonna start working on our shower house. We have a lot to do on our shower house. The tank that we did buy secondhand unfortunately did not fit in the door that I made, so we have to cut a hole in the wall. I actually already started doing that. I had old job boxes here that I was gonna use for drawers, but it's more of a pain in the ass inside the building, so I'm gonna finish cutting all this out. I'm gonna pull these studs, pull this box out, and then I'm gonna drag that tank through, clean it up. Good job! That's lots of help.
out the shower house and loading everything into our horse trailer. The Seacan's full, so this is our only storage option for now.
There we go. Big money, big money. Solid. Now, so temporarily to get the shower going, we're going to put poly on the inside so the wood doesn't get all wet. And then eventually, once we figure out whether we're gonna put tin on the inside or do like cedar or something, then we will move the poly and do that. But right now, cedar's really expensive, so poly around it, get the shower working so we can actually have nice clean showers, and then we'll upgrade from there as time moves on. Oh yeah! Nice, looks like it'll work really good. 14.5. So this is what it comes with. It's supposed to come with everything to have a shower. Obviously we're not going to run exactly that. Hot water line, fitting. This is the propane line. So we didn't hook up the propane line. We're just going to keep the propane bottle in here for now because there is enough room for it. Nice propane line. We're just going to keep it straight at the bottom here. Gas line is right here. Obviously this one comes with it, so we might as well use it. Okay. And the propane bottle hooks up to this. And we have the water inlet. So we want to go from this to PEX. And we're going to need a water line to come out of this. I believe this is the drain for like winterization. Yeah. 2 cell batteries. That's what we have those. Alright, I'm going to go grab some fittings, my plumbing kit, and we're going to start running the lines. So I'm going to run the PEX lines to the shower heads, and I'm going to run them straight down, and then 90 them in. Alright, got the drill. I'm going to use the plastic to cover the top of this so I don't get any sawdust down. I don't have enough big enough drill bit, but hopefully that works. I want to do an unboxing of the shower heads. So we got a filter. Perfect. One roughly here. Probably there. Let's do it. Gonna have to make another hole right now. Alright, so just in the process of running the water line now. Gonna run this basically all the way around. It's gonna come down through the wall, beside the wall, and then to the water tank. And then I'll be able to splice in tees if I need to. Like I said, this is just a summer shower house, so I don't need to worry about running it in the studs as well as worrying about insulation or like that.
Here to help.
You're here to help?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good news. So it's not exactly what I want permanently, but it's gonna work. I'm missing quite a few pieces to make the 2 shower head system work. So what we're gonna do is we're going to use the shower head that it came with. So it's gonna sit up here for now, just like that, and rain down on us. Probably too high, probably gonna have to fix that. Dang, flab it. Probably put it down here. That means it needs to cut a 2x4. Gosh darn it. Gotta do a nice little job as I can. Definitely gonna come up with a better system to fill this. We got the shower working. Me and my boy Ander, we're doing a boys trip, and we are gonna be driving tomorrow after I'm off work. I gotta be back at work on Tuesday, so it's gonna be a quick burn and turn.
Brendon and Ander are going to start their boys' trip starting around Haines Junction, the Yukon, and heading down towards Fort St. John, British Columbia. It's a long drive, 1,485 kilometers, or about 922 miles. It'll take them just over 16 hours to do it.
Just about all packed up. I'm gonna get the sleeping bag ready just in case. One down, one more task down. Inside's pretty much packed up. I just gotta grab a clothes bag from Ander and myself. Then I'm gonna drop the oil in this truck, do a quick oil change before we go, because we're getting to that mark. Probably technically could make it all the way there and back without worrying about an oil change, but we're running that red line, so I'd rather just do it just to be safe. Gotta love working on gravel. Looking like we made some progress here. And no concerning metal in the drain plug, which is good. I've always changed my oil a little more than most people, basically every between 5,000 to 8,000 kilometers or 250 hours on the motor is when I kind of religiously change my oil. So I know that the motor is in good standing. However, everything else in this truck seems to be falling apart. Ever since it broke 300,000 kilometers, I've just been picking away at repairs that need to be done. So I got a steering shock, pinion seals, drive shaft seal here. I just serviced the diff, so I don't have to worry about that, and it's not leaking, which is good. It's been a couple days. Looks like my oil filter housing's leaking, which a new filter should address this. Hopefully. A little late. Always wear gloves, and you don't get all dirty. Ooh, it's warm. And then let that drain for a second. Here's what it looks like. And anytime you do a service on your truck, I know some people don't do it, but I always do it, is you fill your oil filter back full of oil. It's way easier on everything. And the old gentleman who taught me always told me to do it. So I've always done it. Pretty much as tight as you can get, hand tight, and it's usually good for an oil filter. Just gonna get a little bit of brake cleaner, clean everything off, and then fill her up. One thing to add, we do have a surprise for you guys on this trip. Although we are getting the fifth wheel, we are also getting something else that you guys will see. Just stay tuned. All right, guys. We're officially beginning the road trip. Me and Andrew are gonna start fueling up the truck. We're gonna fill the tidy tank, and we're gonna hit the road. It's currently 4:50 right now. It's a little late, so we're gonna do a bit of nighttime driving, get as far as we can, then have a snooze and a picnic in the morning and make some breakfast, and then we're gonna keep on trucking. How do you do? Andrew's getting a little hungry, and honestly, so am I. So we're gonna start looking for a spot to pull over and make some dinner.
We lost my marshmallows, but Mommy forgot, and Letty just hit the road.
Perfect. Well, you heard it from Andrew. Once we have dinner and we're all fed, we're ready to hit the road. Here's the spot, Andrew. We found a spot.
Yeah.
Rancheria River. Does this look like a good spot?
Yeah.
You gotta help me cook.
Need to get food. Spoons and forks.
Okay, sit on this one next.
Now you get.
There's the stove we're looking for.
Oh.
That's on. Here, you hold that for Daddy.
Okay. Hey, that's good.
A little bit more.
Okay. Yeah.
Now,
Together?
yeah, easy now.
Easy now.
Good job. Oh, see this opening here? It's got to line up with that. There, you did it. Good job. Sit down and now we wait.
Hi. Oxygen.
Absorber.
Observer.
There. So I'll take that. I'll put that in the garbage.
Oh.
Okay. We got to read the instructions on the back. Sit for 10 minutes, okay?
Yeah, can I do that?
We got to wait. Just got to wait for it to boil.
You can have it. Here you come. Now.
Oh, I can have it for my coffee now? Thank you. I got to wait till the water's hot and then I will.
Okay.
So, that should be good.
Yeah?
Okay, don't touch it. It's super hot.
Okay.
Then we're going to zip it up.
Yeah. Can I do it?
Yeah, help. Good job. I don't want to squeeze too hard because you don't want it to explode, but I'm just trying to stir it a little bit because I didn't use a fork inside.
Oh.
So we do that, and then we let it sit there for a bit. So I'll open it, and then you pour it in, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So don't pour it in. Yes. Oh, you too.
Yeah.
Pour it in.
Yeah.
Go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, just hold on.
Truck. I see the big truck again. Bedtime. Hey?
Let me test it. See if it's hot.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Uh-huh.
Back on the road. So we are approximately 300 clicks south of Whitehorse now. Roads are good. We did get a bit of a rainstorm, but we seen a couple of caribou, which was kind of cool. Are they friends of yours? Caribou? It is currently 8:30 right now already, 8:30 p.m. and we're gonna keep on driving probably for another 3 or 4 hours. Hopefully get to Liard and then that'll be the night. We have made it to Watson Lake, right, Ander? Mm-hmm. And we are at Signpost Forest. Basically a bunch of signs everywhere. We actually watched a Mav video and he's got a sticker on one of these signposts, I guess. Signpost Forest. Anyways, we're gonna hit the road. All right, me and Ander are about an hour and a half outside of Liard River Hot Springs. It's currently midnight right now. Ander's sleeping in the back. I'm gonna tuck him in a little bit, get him a little more comfy, and we're gonna have a bit of a snooze, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. Currently 6:45. Beautiful out. All right, after a little 5-minute kind of slow wake up, Ander's got some oranges for breakfast for now. Ooh, I had a pretty good sleep. Ander, you had a pretty good sleep? Ander had a good sleep. There's Ander's bed. Just made a little bed in the back of him with the sleeping bag. I slept in the driver's seat. Now we're hitting the road again, eh, Ander? Yeah. Alrighty. Let's do this. Me and Ander had a quick pee break. Beautiful spot here. We fueled up the truck. Look at the mountains over there. They're awesome. Ander's playing on the steering wheel. Yeah, so I just finished fueling up. I'm gonna get Ander back in the truck. And we're gonna keep hitting the road. We're going to have some ice cream in Fort Nelson, right, buddy?
Yeah.
Chris decided to make a quick coffee before we go. So I got a little stove back up and running. Just a quick little coffee. So we had to stop. Ander had to take a poop break. We're currently potty training Ander now, so we take that stuff very seriously here at Wild and Unrooted. He gets a beautiful view, and he's pooping on the potty. Good job! Looks like the truck's gonna be rolling over 330,000 kilometers after this trip. Almost there, a few more hours.
Brendon and Ander made it to Fort St. John, but they didn't get much filming in this time. He only had a short window while they were there and spent most of it catching up with friends and family. So, not a lot of footage, but definitely time well spent. Stick around to the end of the video for a sneak peek of what's coming up next.
Ander and I are gonna go get a little bit of groceries for the road, and then we're gonna hook onto the trailer and start driving on out of here.
Surprise! We got a puppy. Say hi to Milo.
Hey. Seems like a really good dog so far. All right, guys, truck's hooked up. Just got a few more things I need to move around, and we're gonna go stop at Shelby's mom's place to grab some plants to bring up, and then we're good to go. So we kind of broke down at Fort Nelson. My truck started pulsating and wasn't sure what was going on. It was like a jerking motion going up a hill in 4th gear. I did a little bit of YouTube research and read some forums, and it potentially could be the mass airflow sensor. I popped the hood, had a look. The O-ring on the mass airflow sensor was broken. Luckily, I had a friend that lives in Fort Nelson who was able to give us an O-ring. So I replaced the O-ring. So far, so good. We officially made it to Watson Lake. We're gonna take a little break here. Everything's going good. Me and Shelby watched a Mav video of him putting a license plate here when he came through and a sticker. So we're gonna try to find it. Look at that, we found it. His sticker's getting a little worn out. Mav, if you watch this video, you have to fix up your sticker and come back through. I'll fix it for you, buddy. There, now people can see it again. Cool, tons of signs. Old truck's well over 330,000 kilometers now. Good morning, guys. As you can see behind me, the fifth wheel is in place. The trailer's still winterized, so I'm gonna head to the water station down the highway to get a load of water. And then fill up the fifth wheel, and then hopefully get water operational in the trailer. Then we're gonna start doing a big clean and getting the trailer set up for essentially living in, and empty out as much as we can into the cabin. Hopefully next week we should have a mini hoe coming back to the property, and we're gonna start digging out and getting the hole leveled properly, and then we'll get a load of gravel dropped in it, and we'll start framing and getting ready for concrete. Right on. It is some weather out here.
Next week, we're hitting the trails and running into just about every kind of weather you can imagine.
There's some of the hail that we've been experiencing.
But we'll save that adventure for then. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.